Hello everyone, this is Anna from Luxembourg Journals. Welcome to my channel. Today I have again we are doing our crafting Friday session, and we're going to make together another medieval style semblance, and this one is meant to go into a lady's journal, somebody who has already purchased a journal, and she would like a semblance for it. So this one is it's going to be slightly different from the one we did last week, and I'll tell you why. Her journal is already quite thick, and I don't want to make something too bulky, and the one we did last week is bulkier. So I'm not going to use the cover of an old book or anything like that, but I'm going to use this paper that I like very much, this one, and I'm going to make a kind of booklet. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate it everywhere, very similar to what we did, sew it in the end, and it'll be ready to slip inside the journal. And because her theme was the theme of her journal was Nimue, the Lady of the Lake, I will try and come as close to that as possible. So she's got something that decorates the journal, but at the same time is close to the story that she's telling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, as this is going to be the cover, let's say the front, I will start with this stamp, which is my favorite stamp. Not very clean, sorry, but I'm sure you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to start with a stamp, and I use this stamp when I'm sending my journals to people, as you know, in my little note that I write for them. There we go, and it came out perfectly. So I use these a lot, but you know, again, I'm not advertising the company, but it's just something I really like because it's got the metallic in it. And so I'm moving that away. Starting from here, I'm going to create something that will look like a title page. Now, what I want to do with this journal is I want to use this type of tag, let's say, on the side. So I am going to cut it along like this, and it's going to be not on the first page, it's going to be on the second page, but I'm just saying this is going to be there, coming out from here like that, and we'll tie something on the side. And let's see, now I have selected this image for the cover, which is dragon, as you can see, and because she's got the dragon in her story, in her journal, I'm going to, without starting with anything else, I'm going to get the dragon to be in the front page, the cover page. So there, and I'm going to glue it, and when I finish I'm going to sew what I like on. So the next step would be trying to find a color that would suit this. This is a very medieval looking paper, and it's from the V&A. So I am going to use this in this part because it goes so well with the cover. And I think what I'll do is I'll create a corner there for it, here, and I'll put something over that, and there we are. You'll be hearing a very quiet, naughty dog going around. You know, you'll hear his little train going because he's been a bit naughty today. So he doesn't have very much of a voice. He's very quiet, sulking, because he's been told off. There we are. on top of this, I don't want to feel that I'm rushing. I don't want you to feel I'm rushing, but I kind of, as I spread the papers out, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. So I'm going to add this. How? I'm not there. And under this, a little bit of cheesecloth. So cut the cheesecloth a bit, because it, you know, it's just we just want it to show underneath a bit, and then we're giving it a bit more texture here, and it's all going to be sewn on afterwards. So this one is coming, the first page at least is coming on very quickly. Oops, sorry. And this will go here. That's looks like, you know, it's getting somewhere, this, isn't it? With this, no, not at all, I think. I don't think so. I love this, and I'm sure you've all seen it before somewhere, but it's from Prima. So this is it's going to be nice to go. This might be an idea. There. Let's have this here, and then we'll see what else we can add just to finish it off. A lot of these papers are little bits and pieces of other, you know, of projects, and I don't throw them away, and I like to add them on the journals, on these and journals, and whatever else the semblances. There's always what's there. I've gathered so many of them that unfortunately it's become a bit of a, you know, boxes and boxes, but what can you do? What can you do? So this is also a nice detail, which comes from one of Tim Holtz's paper pads. So I just liked the leaf on it. So would that be good here or here? Nope. But I do want to keep it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit more defined. So it can still go. There we are. I think this is, or under here. No, here. This will be there. Sorry if I'm knocking the camera once in a while, but I'm right behind it. I'll work a better setup. I'll try and edit as much as knocking around as I can, but there we are. This is nice, isn't it? Now I want to do something about this border because it's been roughly cut. And this is a bit, I think I might use more of this paper because we don't want to get too carried away and lose the balance of it all. It's all about balance, isn't it? Even the word semblance kind of refers to balance in a way. So it's been raining and raining and raining here for the last few days, and really, really raining. And on top of that, we had a day where it was just raining 24 hours. And then after that, the water pipes broke down, or a water pipe broke down in the area, and the whole area was left without water. We were quite lucky because we had a bit of a water, coming out of our sink, and we could have our showers and everything per normal, but some people didn't have any water at all. And even a couple of hospitals had a problem with the water. So it was fixed within like a few hours, but it took most of the day. And after it was repaired to do it all, to set it all up again. And a lot of people were upset. I don't know, we have to be patient because, we're all human, and human beings were working on this project and it was raining. So we have to be grateful that they fixed it so soon. And they opened a lot of water banks where people could go and get drinking water and bottled water. So they were very, very quick to respond to the issue, and people were looked after properly. So this is it. I'll put it a little bit lower or higher, like that. And now you've got a nicely framed, I think, image with all this. And I'll add that there as well. So it all looks like there's a flow again. I like this flow on these semblances. I like seeing them, the movement in them. There we are. There it is. It's all done. And of course, I will add some gold on it and everything. So there will be a little bit more added later on. But this is the first page, and I think I'm going to stop here and move on to the other page because we don't want to overdo it. Yeah? Okay, so let's see. As I will be decorating it into like a booklet, I'm not going to pull this out and do it here because then I'll lose the balance of it. So I'm going to leave that there or take it out, but just work on this page. Actually, yes, I'll move this away and work on this page. Sorry, I'm a bit indecisive. Okay, so what I liked last time is we used this as like a wall, a side of a wall on a medieval page. So I'm going to use this here, and I will create a pocket so that the semblance will have pockets in it. A pocket. We'll see later on whether we want more pockets, but this is going to have, on this side, there's going to be a pocket. So I'm going to turn it around and make sure it's straight because I don't really think it should be, strictly straight. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes what I do is I take the straight side on the inside part and then I cut around the other one. You'll see what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean, but you'll see a bit more. It's all done quite roughly because I don't try to make everything just perfect because then it won't be junk journaling, will it? Or anyway, whatever we're doing. So I've got the pocket here created and I've attached it. I'm attaching it now, and a little bit is coming out from there. I'm going to cut it off and make it look straight. There. So that's ready. Right. Now I have these, which are stickers, and they have their they've got the wax seal design on them, and they come from our atelier, Rosie. So I am going to use one of these stickers here for a bit of. Actually, I'll put it upstairs. I'll put it up there in the corner. There we are. Yeah. And I'm going to look for another design. It's a bit too big here to add to this side. I found something that I printed earlier, and I'm going to use it in my new journal that I'm preparing. But neither of these images are correctly printed, so I'm going to use one of these two. I like very much this paper, so I'm going to use this one here. It is a scan of the image of a disc, and these discs have the name volvulus, and I've always wondered whether it was volvulus or volvellus, and if anybody knows where the accent goes, please let me know. But I think it's volvulus. Yeah. And they are, Kelly, you will know all about this. So there, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to use this here, and then I will attach it onto this page. So now we have an image that will be unfolding, let's say opening up, when we open our little booklet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? And this one is going to be sewn on, but we'll leave it here so we need to know what it looks like. So again, I like this, and it goes so well with the rest of the pattern, so I'm going to use it. And I don't know whether I should cut it and use in the corner here one, and then up here one. So let's see. I don't know if you guys think it's right, but we'll see how it works out. It's got so much in it, the design is just a beautiful piece, and it comes from again from that fairy tale paper pad, which I reordered. I ordered a couple more, so because I love the paper. Paper's great, and it goes so well with the medieval journals. So there we are. That's it, done. And I will hold this aside and put it in the corner here, but I will, let's see. That's it. There. Leave this here and find another something to go here. And let's see what's there. This is too blue, but we will use it later on another page because I like the blue. But we'll use a neutral color here, a more neutral color. And this is a bit too, it's a bit busy, I think, with this. It's just too busy. Let's see. Something else, like a little detail that will go here and kind of complete this page. And I have this piece of material, which some of you might recognize. It's been used quite a bit in books in the past, and unfortunately I couldn't find it anymore. Like the last time I went to the material, the fabric shop, where I get my fabrics from Athens, the market, when I go there, when I visit. So yeah, unfortunately they had another lovely one which I got with maps, medieval maps, but this one, oh, I loved it. I really loved it. So, but we had some good times with it. I made a few bags, and I think I made it inside of a journal, material and paper, something like that. It was added. So anyway, so this, you see there, and what we'll do with this is we'll find a nice place for it, a nice place where it will. And what I need now is a background for it, something that will go underneath it, and it's not going to be material, it's going to be paper, because I think it'll look nicer if it's paper. So, delving a little bit further into this one. Way is random, so we're not going to use the way. But I like this. No, I'll use this in a different context. Now let me just have a look down here. Find some more papers. Yeah, got a few more papers down here. This. And some green velvet, which will really look good here, I think. Yes, this is very much of like a green page. So we're going to keep it this way. You're going to hear a bird now. That's okay, I think, now. So we're seeing it all as a whole now, a little bit more. Again, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit random, and there I am saying I'm doing this page and then I'm over here. But I think it looks nice. Out of the way. Okay. And I think I'm going to move the bird to a different room. Sorry. Give me a second. Okay, so what I did was I took that piece of material that we liked, or I liked, and I've added it here, and I stuck the velvet around here. And this is a picture of it. Every time I start Assemblage, I think, oh goodness, is this going to work? And it does. It always does. It does work. You just have to just get on with it, and it works. So, this one, I think I'm going to move it here. Oh yeah, here I found another lovely piece of the greenery that we were talking about before here, and I am going to add my favorite leaf here. And if I can, I will glue it directly on the velvet. I don't know if I can, but I'll try. So do as much as I can, and then I'm going to go through it and sew it. Okay. And gluey red painted nails. That's okay. There. I'm sorry, there are quiet moments here. I'm still here with you. Here we are. That's ready. So yeah, it worked. It worked. I'm going to sew it on. I've managed to keep the velvet clean there, and then it's going to, I think it's going to look really nice. So I'm going to cut off the most of the bottom bit, but I've left a little just for a bit of decoration, and it'll be nice if it just shows underneath the journal. And now we've got this here. This is the corner of it, and I think this will look nice there. So this is where it's going. Here. Okay, nice. How's this up to now? It's good, isn't it? Well, I don't know. I have this, which comes, and it's got a different, another one in my back. It comes from Stamperia. And again, it has I think it has a kind of medieval theme, I think, this paper, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it, or was it time? I'm not sure. But anyway, you see it's got I find roses very medieval looking. I don't know why. I do think roses are. This is a booklet, little book I made. One of them went to her with the actual journal, and maybe we'll see how we can use this one in here, if we can, and she might get this one along with it as well. Oh, I like this. It's got art on it as well. So I'll just tidy it up a bit, and it's got the green, lots of green on it. So schools are, oh, my daughter's last exam was today, so she's very excited. And now she's going to a party. And she's very, very, very happy, which makes me very happy as well, because I don't like it when kids get, worried about exams and things. I hate it, because I remember the way I used to get worried. And I put it on the side. Yeah, all this process, I wonder sometimes whether it's necessary to put them through all this agony, when most of these subjects are not going to be ever needed again. And if they were taught properly, it would be nice. I mean, well, I don't know if I want to get into the physics thing at the moment, if you want me to get into it, but I'm going to say that I only started loving physics a few years ago, when I started reading certain books and understanding physics in a different way. Before, though, I didn't want to go anywhere near physics, which shows you. Now here, I'm sure some of you don't agree with me, and I can understand. I mean, but I just think sometimes things should be done in certain ways so that they would. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? This is nice. What we can do here is fussy cut a bit, so it's not all there. Fussy cut, and then add a little bit of aging onto the corners, so it looks more natural. Oop. What goes on the floor? Okay. And I'm seeing the edge of my desk now. And there. Yeah, how's that? this could be seen from here. And I think under it, see, this is a nice, this goes well, doesn't it? Does it? Maybe I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a small corner, relatively small corner here, like that, which will also protect the pocket. Here, that's it. And this corner is going to be just completely attached onto the paper. And I'm going to add this here, a bit further up. I don't know if you guys like the keyhole more. I think this side is nicer, but I might be wrong. Okay, so how it will be when it's sewn, it'll be like this. And do we want something here? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. Shall we address it now or later? Yes, I have the other side of this there, and I might add it here, and I think our friend will like it there, because it is all related to the human body and curing and energies and horoscopes, and because as I've told you before, as I've said before, in the old days and in antiquity, and also later on in medieval times, the human body was very much connected to the zodiac and astrology. And I don't think people think of it that way anymore, but I think at those times it was very, very much connected. How's this? Sorry, it's out of... How's that? Here or here? Yeah, I know. This is indecisiveness. I think you probably all know where it should go, apart from myself, but there we go. I think I'm going to put it here. And build a bit around it, a little bit more. So it's going to be, kind of busy, but at the same time we'll try and... now I know what I want. Yes, I'm going to go for these roses there and create a little division here, and also frame the lady here. How's that? And then just place something here, maybe a bit of gold later on, and so that it frames it properly. Got a little glue here, come on, but there, that's it. It's there now, framing this picture really nicely. I'm going to cut the bottom part because we don't really want it hanging as well. We've got that other thing hanging. And as you've seen, I've got a bit of glue here. It's a bit... No. Sorry. Here I am. What about this? No. 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 We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there soon. Now I've got a few of these here. And this side is really lovely, so I think I'm going to keep this side and use it in the other page. So, how's that? Okay, in the meantime that's drying, and I don't want it to dry, but it probably will. Look what I found. That came from the previous journal I made. So that's the one I finished, the Voynich manuscript. These were the end papers. So it's lovely end papers. So let's see how they can go here. Can they? Sorry. I'm sorry I'm taking so much time to decide, and I don't think this will go there either, but it can go in a different page as well. Yes, I think I'm going to use this, which is like and I'm not going to, I'm going to cut off the edge, the top, sorry, and the edge, which is a little bit lighter in the colour. And I'm going to, it won't be even, so it can be also a bit browned. Yeah. Too big. Okay, let's see. Right, I think I'm not going to hang around here too long with this one, and I'm going to finish it. All I want is a little part here that will give it a bit of closure and not make it look, the way it looks at the moment. And I wonder if, no. Anything else? Florentine paper, because I think that will look nice. Want it a little bit of it. That's nice. And I'll try and see if it works out. Otherwise, we'll just come back to it later when we're done. There. What do you think about this? Does this look good, or would it look better down there? I think it will look really nice down there. Okay, I'm just talking again. I'm assuming that everyone likes there, and no. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the gold and finish it off with the gold there. So let's see what we've done up to now. I don't know how long we've been working on this. This is it. This is the cover page, let's say, of the Assemblage. And here we have the ones there. And we'll move on to this part. I don't know if I've mentioned before, I just love this paper. And I've got my own journal has this on the cover. This is the cover of my journal, this year's journal, which I will show you. I'll show you, I promise, soon. So this one I will use for here, and I will use it a lot on this middle part, so it'll be kind of framing around. And I don't know where to go without destroying bits of the image. And I know it's being repeated, but I just think it's so beautiful. I don't know what it is about it. Just the green. This green's just, it just makes me feel so happy with, everything. Like with this semblance that I'm doing. It just completes it, makes it look good. Again, I'll leave the edge that has been cut on the side there. And shall we create another pocket here, or shall we do the other pocket here? And this is lovely as well, I know. But we might use the other side, use it on the other side. And there. So I'm going to glue it and create another pocket. So it's going to be like a folder semblance, this one. It's going to have more spaces to store as well. And it can be movable, so used, and if too much, used somewhere else, obviously. There. It's attached on. And we'll cut out the parts that are not right. Good trick, isn't it? Instead of measuring, it probably doesn't work as well, but I don't think it really matters personally when you're doing something like this. It doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have it equal and perfect, but I think it's just nice to see the edges, rough around the edges. There, that's it, that's ready. Love it. Beautiful. Now I think another one here in the corner, since we've got a bit left. Because it's nice to just, as I had said before, it's nice to have like a general main point, a main point, and then move around from that main area. That's it, helps. Move this a bit here. And what next? I am going to use this. Is it? Oh, look at this. Shall I use it on this side? Too much, isn't it? Too busy. Okay. Okay, we'll move away from that and think of images now, because it's nice to blend them in along with this whole, I think this is nice because although it's big, it can be covered up with different things around it. So if we think we need to, because as an image it's beautiful as well, and again very relevant to the story of the journal and the Mother Goddess. I think on this one I'm going to use my little slicer here, because I don't want it to look, this one has to be straight. It'll look nicer if it's straight cut. There we go, that's better. So I'll put it here. How's that? And this is the pocket here. For the moment, is it too dark? What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to add some of this color here, and then it won't be too dark. Okay. That's it. Rub off the excess glue. And it's got a writing here, so it's the right way. That's beautiful, isn't it? Amazing image. I love it. That's also from the Archivist, Prima, from Prima. I'm saying also because I use the Archivist most part of this. We know what, and this is also, no, this is not Prima. It's Graphic 45. Midnight Masquerade. Here, maybe very slim. Should it? No, 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 no. That's it, and there. So it's all framed. What do you think? How's that? I think it's all right, isn't it? Covering the writing, but there's writing everywhere, so it doesn't matter so much. Can't have everything, can we? Done. So these pages are a little bit different from the others, but I have this little note here, and that comes from a beautiful shop, Mirage, Medieval Mirage, and she's got some beautiful medieval images, and I found that from a lady on Facebook. She mentioned it, and it has changed the whole journals, the whole level of it, because there's so much that she has got on her downloads that are useful, I use for my journals. So it's Medieval Mirage. I've mentioned her before, her shop. Very nice lady as well. Beautiful to communicate with her. I love it when I communicate with all these people online, on Etsy and Instagram and Facebook, from the groups, and they're all so sweet, and they feel like I know them when I talk to them. And you just don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. Is it the crafting, the art that we do here that has changed us in many ways, has made us look at things a little bit differently? Look at that. Oh, I've just noticed the detail. And this is going to be cut into small pieces and used because it's got these amazing details. So this is going to go here. Oh, look at that. Look at this corner. There. That's it. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful corner. Perfect. Happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. How's that? Now, just something here, because this, as I said, this is a pocket. We don't want to put too much around it, but let's see what we could do here. I could use a bit more of this. Cut it. Yes, this is from the paper pad Time. And yeah, I'm getting a bit. I'm losing my focus. There. How's that? Yeah. Because we're going to sew around this. The tricky bit is trying to sew it all and making sure that the sewing doesn't come on the other side in the wrong place, because it's not a Franken page, this, so I don't really want to. I'll put it here. And yes, I am covering part of it, but I'm giving it a little bit more. I'm giving it a little bit more flow, let's say, this way. And I can also do this part up here, and it gives it a frame. sure it folds okay, because it's all going to be sewn on that side as well. Folding. That's nice. So you see, this is so much easier to fit in a journal, to add it. Well, I hope I've left enough space for Lee to add her different bits and pieces in the journal. I was worried when I sent them off. Either I just worry I just over thickened them. Okay, so how's that? No, I answered myself. This is not good. And I like this. Nope. How's that? Going to be there. No, because it's writing. You can't do that. Script. Turn it upside down. Can you? I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm sure other people would not mind, and why should they? But I just think I don't see it as, it doesn't balance out anyway. And this, I could, yes, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this around. And stick them here. Really? Am I? Nope, I'm not. Here, we're going to have a pocket, and it will interfere if there's anything else. It will become annoying putting things in the pocket. And now, oh, this one, you see, this one doesn't have much. I don't know it's called this, but so, okay, we move on to, we'll see when we come back to it. We might find we need a little bit more to do. So yeah, move on to this part. So I'm going to start with this paper because I like it so much. And there's not very much of it left. Well, no, there is. There are not scraps, but I've got some more pages left there. So I'll add this down here. That's a little beginning. And I will, you know how I wanted to use this. I'm going to use it on this side and here. I know I'm destroying the other side, but I like this. For this project, I think it looks great. Yeah? How's that? There. There's this lady from the zodiac, medicinal zodiac, Volvala. Oh, yes, Volvala. And we mustn't forget to add this here. So I will, from the other side, I'll find something to cover it with, but I am going to stick this part, glue it on the page. There it is. Yeah, nice, isn't it? And it kind of blends in with this a lot beautifully. It's just goes well. It goes well. Here, again, I will come back to this paper. And, oh, I've got this left. So, yeah, I'm going to see where it's going to go. Yeah. How's this? Or this? This is nice, I think. And then I'll put something over there. And this is another V&A paper here. There. Nice. I'm going to cut off this part. And here's the other part. I think it's working very well this side. And I was wondering whether this would be nice if it was attached here. And it can be used as a little notepad onto this paper, but I'm just worried about it being too thin. Yeah, it's too thin. I'm going to attach it here, and it can be used as a notepad. Isn't that fun? That's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. And let's do that. Well, next time I'll have some music in the background. I wasn't very good at doing that this time. Here. Nice. So leave that there. Okay. As it is now there, I'm going to add a little more of the. No, I won't. Something. I know. I'll add a bit more of the velvet here. I'll add it on this side. Nice. How's that? Close this like that, just to see what. Oh no, it's not too close to the middle part. Move it a little bit this way. And make sure our book closes properly. No, still doesn't. That's it. That's it. That looks good. Again, I won't cut off the bottom bit of the velvet completely, but I will give it this little, like that, and it will look a bit medieval. There. Just going through it again. And this is all going to be sewn on, so it's going to be fine. And we've got this side, and I think we've had, the blues and the greens and all that, and I think we're going to have a little bit more of an earthy theme on this side. And now I like this, which is again more script, more continuity from the other side. And I will put it here. No, doesn't go. I think this is going to go a little bit better on this side, and again, I'm going to create one of my corners. Always, when you don't have anything to do, well, as in you don't know how to finish off something, corners are so useful. I find corners are so useful, and they almost always look good. So there, that's the corner. That's lovely, isn't it? So I kind of took out some papers that I wanted to use today because I just choose the colors on the, for the specific theme, the color scheme and everything. So this is, no, I might work on it a little bit later. Let me see what is here. No, look, I've got some more of this material here. And I am going to cut a part of it. Put it there. Or, oh, this is even better. This is a bit more of it. There. So. There. That's it. I'll put it up here. That's it. I wonder if it's upside down. No, I think it looks fine. There. It's fine. That's good. Now, that's all I want, is something to finish off this side. And it's got to be a long piece, not too busy, not too interfering with everything. And I think I'm going to take something that goes from there. Because it is part of this side. So, yeah, there. I'll put that up there. Straight. There. That's it. Yeah. Yes. And I think I might have a little bit of time and move this a little bit further. That's it. There. And put this here. That's nice. And there's a little thing, another little design here, which is also from material, and it's going to go. No, it's not. I would like to, but it won't. This time I'm going to add the leaf in the middle, like this. and sew it on after, if I can, depending on what is in the back. I haven't checked. I should have checked, but I haven't. But it is quite, it'll be quite well attached, adhered onto it. That's nice, isn't it? So again, we're cutting off a border with, creating a border. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sew it all on, and once it's been finished, I'm going to come back and add the gold where it'll be nice to add it, and this way we'll feel that we're completely finished with it. Bit of, and I will add also something here on the side. So I'm just going to go now and sew it. So as you can see here, I have sewn it all on. You can see all around. Only the parts that I don't, only the parts that are around, because under the frame, let's say, because I don't want to interfere with the pockets and everything else. I have sewn it around without letting anything interfere with the images inside, because I don't want that effect. There. I've left this part blank, let's say, because one can use it for notes, to write something, or quotes, or something like that. Now here on this part, I am going to, so this is going to be fine once it's all sewn in. I am going to attach a ribbon or something. And I'm going to look for a ribbon that has, not a ribbon, sorry, a twine, which this one, because obviously we're talking about a medieval semblance. And what I usually try to do is I put it through this way. It's not going to fall out, and do it there. This, and then for security I add another knot, and it's done. So cut off the edges a bit, and finally what I am going to do is I'm going to sew it so that it becomes the booklet. So I cleared out the space a little bit here, so it can be a little bit more, you know, you can see a little bit more what I'm doing with this. And I am going to do the well-known pamphlet stitch to all of us, I'm sure. And I'm going to make sure it's all properly done here. Pierce 3 holes there, really easy. So I will put this through here and make sure it stops. I'll hold it and go to the top or bottom, doesn't matter where. Put this through like that. Okay. I'm going on to the other side. Okay. That's it. And finally, I'm going to go through this way. That's it. And it will go through the middle part and finally it'll come out here. Okay, that's it. Sorry about the, I'm not very good at this. Well, I am. I mean, sorry about the whole dishevelment or disheveling. But there we are. That's it. Easy. Pamphlet stitch. I think that's the pamphlet stitch. I think that's what it's called. It is, isn't it? And I just make a few knots there. And it's ready. It is ready. There. I'll leave this, and then it can be removed, and have a look at different parts that we could add some gold on it. So, and it lasts forever. I've had this for a long time, and I use it a lot. So it's a good investment for your art. And let's see how we can enhance this, where we can add a little bit of gold without overdoing it and enhance it. And I think this is the part that we wanted to add the gold to. You see there, and it takes away this there. It connects it all together. Yeah? And I'll add a little bit more in another part. I'll add a little bit more on the front, up here, there, up in the corner, up in the top corner. How's that? Isn't that nice? And then a little bit more down here, and I'll never stop. I'll just go gold everywhere. There, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice also. It catches the light beautifully, and then just disperse a little bit of gold all around, and that's it. So, lovely weekend, and we will be back together soon. Bye bye.